So, we finally won. It only took 3 games at least, so we won a game. Henrik Harburg started the game instead of Sims because Sims was injured apparently. And Sims should never get the ball back in his hands ever again. Hello. This is Esmond Sports. I'm wondering if this team will actually win more games now that we have this new quarterback. The thing is that, NIU's not that good. I mean, come on. They really did not play well. Their backup QB looked pretty good. I mean, it might have been against our backups, but he looked pretty good. So, my advice to NIU: start your backup. Worked for us. Maybe it'll work for you. Anyway, so Nebraska Cornhuskers kicked the crap out of NIU 35-11. Whoa. See, we like football. We like football. We did a lot right this game. The play calling wasn't totally awful. We had a QB that converted turnovers into touchdowns, or would be turnovers by Jeff Sims into touchdowns. There was a good amount of long drives, and he did fumble once, but that was because the pocket collapsed on him fast, and that was NIU's field goal. Their only points in non-garbage time. I was there. I actually wasn't planning to go there, but 3 hours before the game, someone hit us up with free tickets, so I was there. I took like 4 pictures. I know I'm really great at vlogging. Anyway, not like I expected it, and I didn't want my battery to die because it was already at 50%. Anyway, so this is poll right here. This is a poll from from the Cornhuskers subreddit. Oh, Huskers subreddit, my bad. And anyway, Harburg actually looked like he was playing well, which was good. I mean, coming from like a 5th to 6th string QB in like 2021 to starting games, like that's pretty good. You should start the rest of the season. And yes, we might as well call him German Jesus right now. we might as well call him German Jesus. This game makes me happy. This game makes me happy because he played well. He wasn't totally crap. And he won us a game, which is better than what Jeff Sims can do. And I have some wise words from my local, no, well, not the local, but my NAU friend. What the fuck, stupid game? Why are we losing? Anyway, so it was a nice game. It was a nice, stress-free game. Although it kind of was a little bit worrying in the first quarter, but that's always normal. I mean, we at least took a lead at halftime. Can't say the same thing about Georgia. Ha ha! Anyway, they were playing actual conference competition. So, defense. Let's talk about that. Defense played extremely well today. They should have had 2 interceptions, and none of them called back. Oh boy, those refs tried to do something against us, but anyway, it was some really great defense, and I don't count that last touchdown because L. And so Harburg also he played the position like a linebacker, which is exactly I pulled up this photo for reference. This is Scott Frost trucking a defender. He played exactly like that. He used his right shoulder to just absolutely decimate the opponents, which is something I want. Because that is what Nebraska football is. You beat the crap out of your opponent by just running over him. Doesn't matter if you're the running back. It doesn't matter if you're the quarterback. You run him over. Now, he does have to figure out how to slide because, dear God, if he gets injured and we have to go back to Sims, oh boy, we're gonna die anyway. Like, NIU averaged like 2.6 yards per attempt with the starter, and their whole team averaged 1.2 yards per. They had negative yards going into halftime in rushing, so that's not good. And you just read this thing down here. It's funny. Anyway, so there was only one. There really was only one turnover. It wasn't all too much. We at least beat our MAC opponent, which is good. The atmosphere was good, I will say, and we actually covered for once. I know that's kind of shocking, but we did cover. 14 for 24, 158, 2 touchdowns for Harburg. He also led the way with 21 attempts for 98 yards and a touchdown. Gabe Irvin Jr., 14 attempts, 67 yards, 1 touchdown. Grant played, but not much. But he did indeed play. For some reason, Tommy Hill was out there, and he got -5 yards. He's a defensive back. Fadone was our number one wide receiver. Sorry, tight end. So these aren't bad numbers. I mean, 158 yards of passing isn't like the greatest, but this is his first game that he's probably played in what years? I mean, sure he did play against Colorado, but it was in garbage time, and he only had like 6 passing attempts, 2 of them completed for 13 yards. And he did fumble once, but that's kind of what happens when the pocket just absolutely collapses on you. But we did it. We also hit the over with that final touchdown by NIU. I know I was still sitting in the very uncomfortable bleachers. By the way, they need to make those wider. Somebody was like hoping that NIU actually scores because it's 35-3, and they would have hit the over if they just scored a touchdown, which they did with their backup QB Ethan Hampton, who should start, by the way. Rocky Lombardi did not look great, and just like we did when we played against him in Michigan, for one of the Scott Frost's first wins, he sucked. I thought for a second that they somehow got Antonio Brown to come back, but no, it's Ontario Brown. It's just fine. And they used a lot more pass catchers, I will say. They used a lot more pass catchers. But, they only completed like 11 passes, so what are you going to do? It's pretty consistent for most of the game, scoring 7 and then 14 in the final quarter for Nebraska. And it's simply just a game manager game, which is exactly what we kind of need as a QB. There's someone who can give time for the defense to not die of exhaustion, because that's seemingly a problem. These possession times are just... Hold on, I gotta do some math. Wow, these possession things are off. 38 plus 27 equals 65. What are you guys on? Anyway, so our third down efficiency was pretty good. We had a cool 23 first downs compared to their 12. and over double their total yards. Absolutely lovely. We beat them in all categories because you take that L. And both teams were perfect in their red zone and goal to go efficiency, which is something I haven't seen in quite some time. But, there was no deep shots that Nebraska had taken over. In fact, we kind of missed a couple of those. Harburg does need to work on his downfield accuracy, but that can be changed with time, I guess. I know you committed significantly less penalties, but I will say some personal foul calls on Nebraska were suspect at best. I seriously do not understand why. Like, what is this? It just did not look good. I'm sorry, but like you cannot be calling that stuff, mate. But whatever. Game ends, we win, so it's not like it really matters. We came away with the massive W and got Matt Rule his first win. Now, do I say we go 10-2? No, but it does give me a lot more optimism about this football team because we have a quarterback that is competent. And you know what that does? It gives more confidence in the defense. If we had more confidence in the defense because the offense did okay, it would have been 2-1 or 3-0 at best. But we're 1-2. At least we made the decision to take the quarterback, but only because one of them was injured. And Matt Rule cannot say with a straight face that Sims is going to go out there and be better than Harvard. Because he isn't. That's not going to happen. I'm sorry, but Sims, you're just going to have to ride the bench for a little longer. Like, I mean, he could have played better, but it's nature of the sport. He can't really transfer out anywhere unless, he just wants to finish school and call it there. But we'll just have to wait and see what happens. So, anyway, I hope you enjoy. If you did, leave a like, maybe a subscriber. Subscribe, Jesus. And I'll see you guys probably tomorrow when the Bears play, I guess. I mean, today is Sunday, but I have to do things. Anyway, see you later.